Please welcome Sarah Jalute.
So I started sound healing a couple of years ago, and now I like to start every new thing with a bit of ceremony. It doesn't work that well on a first date, though. I don't get a lot of second dates. So I'm originally Czech, and a couple of years ago I found out that I was named after a Czech actress. Now some people name their kids after presidents or Nobel Prize winners, but I think my mom had low expectations because she named me after someone who died of alcoholism and depression. Yeah, so then I decided that I need a middle name, and I searched long and hard. And I found the perfect name. I called myself Milada, after a Czech activist killed by the communists. Yeah, so growing up in my country, we had some unusual customs. Every Christmas, we would buy live fish and then club it to death in the bathtub. But we didn't want to tell people we were brutal to the fish, so we just told them the fish committed suicide. But actually, it's really hard for a fish to commit suicide. It can't just drown itself. It kept slipping through the noose. And it's kind of impossible to overdose on herbal essence shampoo. And then you try eating a fish that smells like pomegranate passion fruit infusion. But actually, suicide is a real taboo topic, and there's a lot of blame and shame. And when I was a kid, my dad committed suicide, and all the people in our small town blamed my mother. So when we moved to Canada, she told me, "Don't tell anyone what happened. They will think you're crazy. Just tell them that your dad ate a fish full of herbal essence shampoo." Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, my mom had quite a natural reaction to what happened. She decided that we should escape the country with her 2 young children. But we couldn't take a lot of things with us, so then she decided we should burn the rest of our things. Yeah, so every week we would roast wieners on a bonfire made of underwear, letters, life-size portrait of Joseph Stalin. Yeah, it was great. And then we would sing page 35 of the Communist Manifesto. But she really didn't want the comrades to get a hold of our prized possession, our 1953 Skoda. Actually, that's not true. We didn't have a car. No one could afford a car then. Our luxury mode of transportation was hooking up my brother to a wheelbarrow. And we couldn't bring the wheelbarrow with us either, so. Anyway, later on, unfortunately, I also had depression like my dad. And my mother kind of overreacted and checked me into St. Paul's. So I spent the day in my pajamas and went to the psych ward. My son does that and gets 400,000 likes on Instagram. Things have changed. Anyway, being in the psych ward was a strange experience for me because I felt like I was back in my communist country. You know, everything was regimented. You had to ask permission to use the washroom. And then if you wanted a shower, you just had to use cold washcloths and Nurse Olga telling you, "You missed that spot, wash again." Good thing my mother taught me how to escape from a communist country. No, actually I was discharged. Just don't tell anyone I'm here. Thank you.